separating you guys, we apologize. That's Brent's fault for calling you frickin' frack all the time.
Yeah. I don't know if that'll catch on or not. Hopefully not.
Obviously, depth chart this morning, Kip was on that second line. What's he done in your mind to earn that?
Obviously Kip's a very hard worker. He's a great player, flies around. He doesn't say too much, and he comes in and puts his head down and works. And he's one of those guys that shows up every day like everybody else. And really competitive guy, flies around, very physical. And he came in kind of a lighter guy, and he's put a ton of work in the off season with Schmitty and with his diet, with nutrition to get up to a playing level. The thing last year was he might have just been a little too small. It's mass moves mass, and he kind of just needed to put on some weight. So I'm really proud of him, and we all are, of the work he's put in with Schmidt in the offseason to become playable size. And obviously, just like I said, he flies around and makes plays, and we're super stoked to see him get on the field a little more this year.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about playing a linebacker since the end of last season?
Obviously, there's a lot more technicalities to it. It's in high school, all I played was offense, and that's what you're going to do. You know how to execute it. And on defense, it's trained reaction. So it's knowing what to see and knowing when this happens, why I got to do this, and who's with me, and just the trained reaction aspect of it, knowing where to put my eyes and what to do when this happens. That's kind of the bigger thing that I've started adapting to.
What's been the biggest key to sort of getting that comfort level in that and being able to react without thinking as much, maybe?
Most definitely film study. The more you study film and watch film, you see that this stuff is actually very similar. Everybody does the same stuff, and it kind of blends together, and it becomes more natural seeing things happen as they happen and why they happen and what it leads to and how to react to that depending on the coverage. Just film study and the linebackers getting in and watching this and understanding they're doing this for a reason. Like I said, offense has a thing that they do, and they know why they're doing it, they know how to do it. We know why they're doing it as well. So when we see them do that, we can understand why that's happening and know how to attack it. And so that's kind of the biggest thing.
Starting middle linebacker at the University of Oklahoma, have you thought about what that means legacy-wise, looked at some of the names, other guys who
Obviously that's being at a place like Oklahoma. There's a ton of legacy. There's a ton of history, and that's something that I'm definitely excited about. But I'm more so excited about the game itself and building a legacy myself as a player, and not just talk is cheap. I've been named the starter, but I need to go out and execute and play, and that's what I'm more so focused on and looking forward to.
Jaren, the three newcomers at linebacker this fall: Sammy, obviously Taylor Hine, and Lewis Carter. Those three guys, I know they're new, but
Phil Pichotti as well.
Well, Phil was there in this.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, the guys that are new this fall.
This fall, I got you.
Any particular impressions that they've made on you?
Yeah, I mean those guys are, like I said, freak athletes. They're all about that work. They came in and they've really committed themselves to studying and learning this stuff, and they love to fly around, make plays, and play fast, hard football. And we love that about them. They're super humble guys. They love to work and love to hold each other accountable and be held accountable, take coaching well, and we're super excited about them.
Just from a leadership and maturity standpoint, how good has it been having Kanak here in the mix as well?
Yeah, for sure. He's played a lot of football and been around the game a long time, and he's having that quote unquote older guy in the room really helps as well to kind of lead the younger guys and help give some supporting help with me and Danny and Kobe and those guys trying to teach the defense, and he can support in ways that a veteran would understand of playing the game a long time, why things happen that way. So he's really good to have around to help to push that factor. A ton, just kind of like Connor. That guy's Coach Skowski's played a ton of football at a very high level, under Coach Venables, and he knows this specific defense very well. So having a guy like that on our staff is just extremely beneficial, and he's really a guy that can help us take our game to the next level mentally.
Brent said this morning that last year you guys just had basically no backups at linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
You just talked about a lot of the young guys. Just how much more deep do you feel that position is, and how much does that help you knowing you have guys behind you as well?
Yeah, and it's so much more deep. The competitive depth is real, and we got a bunch of guys that can play really good football here, and we all push each other to a higher standard every day, and Coach V holds us all to that standard. Whether you're a 2 or 3, you're taking reps with 2s, taking reps with 3s, you're taking reps with the 1s, you're held to the same standard, and so having those guys that can play at a high level is really beneficial for us.
What's the biggest difference, you think, mentality-wise, of where this team's at here in August of 2023 versus where you guys were August of 2022?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is me personally. I think last year we were kind of more like a survival. Like everything was it was a lot. We're trying to learn the defense. We're trying to get all this new stuff, and like we had to take like a second to think, oh, what do I got on this? What are this? So like this year we have that foundation. We know what the hell's going on. So it's more of an attack mindset. Like we know what we're supposed to do. We know how to do it. So let's go do it. Last year was like, okay, we kind of get that. We kind of know. Yeah, we got. I think I remember that from one time from an install or something. But now it's like we got it down. We know it. And that's our standard. Let's go run it, execute it, and attack it. Play fast.
It easier to kind of learn from the lessons from a year ago? Is it easier to kind of stomach how everything went, knowing what you know now and where this thing is headed? It seems like it's super positive with all you guys.
Yeah, for sure. We're very excited about where this is going and, just where we are compared to a year ago and, physically and mentally and where our depth is. And it's just, we're very excited about it. We're excited to go out there and go to work and execute and, show off all the work we've put in the offseason.
How excited are you for a bunch of these defensive line transfers to kind of debut themselves? I know there's obviously a lot of talk about Rondell and DJ, things like that.
Yeah, for sure. As a linebacker, when you got those freaks up front, it makes us a lot easier for us and lets us fly around and make more plays because they're having to game plan for those guys up front and not so much focus on us. So when you got a bunch of freak athletes up there that can make plays and can win their one-on-ones and can win their two-on-ones and just wreak havoc in that front line, it makes the game a lot easier for us and a lot more fun. And we can fly around and make more plays. So we're very, very excited about some of those guys coming in. We're excited for them to make some plays. And
The opportunity that you have now already as a sophomore, is that just more affirmation of your decision to follow Brent here?
I mean, yeah, the reasons that I came here are still the reasons that I came here. I love Coach V for who he is and, the standards that he holds and the person that he's going to push me to be and the football player he's going to push me to be. And, ever since I came here, he's been the same guy. He's helped raise the standard around here, and that's what I love about him. So,